guys, welcome back to First Impressions Thursdays. This is how I'm going to start calling this series. So every time I upload a video on a Thursday, it will be a First Impressions. And today's first impression is on the new foundation by Rimmel, which is called the Fresher Skin Foundation. It has SPF 15. It comes in 5 to 6 shades. That's normal for Rimmel. They never really expand all that much their lines. Sometimes you find lines that they have maybe 8 foundations, maybe even 10, but they're quite limited. And at the moment, these are all the shades that they have available. At least that's what I saw on the Boots website and also in Superdrug. That's where I picked mine up. It retails for £5.99, and if you buy it at the moment, you can buy 2 products for £10. So I went ahead and I bought another product which was recently released. It's a cream blush and it's called the Royal Blush. The one that I have here is called 003 Coral Queen, and I also think they have a pink one, but I thought this one would be a lot nicer, and I don't have a lot of cream blushes. So the foundation comes in a glass jar, and the shade that I have here is 400 Natural Beige. I always struggle to find foundation shades for me in the Rimmel foundation line, so usually I go for 201, which is classic beige, but it's way too light. It's a little bit too neutral or pink, so I decided to go for a warmer shade because at the moment I'm a little bit darker. I'm kind of like an NC 35-ish, so I decided to go for this shade. Now the amount of product that you have in here is 25 ml, which is 0.84 fluid ounces, but for £5.99 I actually think it's good value for money. So the claims on this foundation are that Fresher Skin Foundation offers a light, breathable coverage for an even, natural looking fresh finish that stays shine free all day. The ultra smooth texture is easy to apply and it blends perfectly for a barely there feel that does not clog pores and lets skin breathe. The formula with mineral powders helps absorb excess oil, preventing shine, while the formula with aloe, chamomile, and sea algae, I think that's how you pronounce it, extracts helps reduce the appearance of redness and evens out skin tone for a freshly applied natural look and feel shine free throughout the day. Let's test it out. So as you can see, mine is completely closed. It has a tag over here, which is really annoying, and then it has another one here at the front. So I'm just quickly going to open that. So tags removed, it's time to open the foundation. I'm going to be very careful. It looks like this. It has a little stopper right here, which I'm going to remove very carefully, and this is how the foundation looks. This shade looks a little bit too dark for me, but we're just going to make it work and see how it goes. So the texture is kind of like moussey, it really is, but it's very fluid as well, so it's not like a thick formula at all. I think if I would keep the bottle like this, product would actually come out. So I'm just going to start dotting my face. I'm going to do this side first so we can see what type of coverage the foundation gives, and it feels really, really fresh, and it smells very fresh as well. I find that Rimmel foundations always have a scent, and this one is no different, but it's very pleasant. It's not too perfumey, if that makes any sense. So these are the tools that I'm going to be using on this foundation today. I'm going to start with my new oval face brush. This is the smaller one. I'm trying not to touch it too much so I don't make it dirty, and I'm going to start blending this in. It feels really fresh on the skin, this foundation. And it smells amazing. I really like the scent though. Okay, so this foundation provides really sheer coverage. I still see some of my red pimples. I have one right here on my cheek. It provides light coverage. So what I'm going to do is apply a little bit more just to see if we can build up the coverage. This shade is definitely way darker than my natural skin tone, like super dark. You guys can definitely see on camera the difference between this side and this side. Apart from the foundation being a lot darker than my skin tone, I honestly do not believe that this is a natural beige, because natural beige usually is for somebody who's like an NC30, 25 to NC30. This is way too dark. Find it very confusing that they would jump from shade 201 to 400. There's shades definitely missing in between, but the coverage of the foundation is light, maybe buildable to medium. I still see my redness. So if you're looking for something that gives you a lot of coverage, and this brush is very, very dense, I don't think you will want to try this foundation. But if it's for somebody like who likes to wear very natural makeup, I think you'll like this because it looks very nice on the skin. It still feels a little bit tacky. So what I'm going to do is apply on the other side with my beauty sponge. Now with the beauty sponge, it definitely has sheared out the foundation, but I do like it because the shade does not match me at all. I have to go out today, but I'll remove this foundation before I go out, I'm going to tell you guys, because it looks a lot darker. But it's going to be later in the day, so I'll have the foundation on at least for a good 6 hours to see if it controls oils. But the foundation just went on so nicely, like it just looks like skin. It doesn't look like a heavy foundation at all. It looks really, really natural, apart from the shade not matching me, which I've said so many times throughout this video. But apart from that, the foundation looks good. So far, so good. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and come back with some flash photography and non-flash photography so you guys can see if there's any flashback. And then I'm going to come back at the end of the video to let you know how this foundation performed. So I'm back with my makeup completely done, and so far I'm really enjoying how the foundation looks. Once it completely set, it didn't look all that dark, although I still see a demarcation line between my neck and my chest. This natural beige is the darkest natural beige I have ever tried. If you try Maybelline or L'Oreal, natural beige always matches NC30. Between NC30 and NC35, it will match you, and this is definitely like an NC37 to NC40, I would say. But I do like how the foundation is sitting on my skin. And now the only issue I'm having today, I'm not wearing this blush because I couldn't open it. I just don't understand why they have these things on the packaging. I tried with scissors and I couldn't open it, so I'm not wearing the blush. I will wear it another time, let you guys know if it's worth it or not. It's a cream blush. But for the most part, I'm enjoying the foundation. All the products I applied over the top, they didn't drag. They just went really nicely. I am only using bronzer on my eyelids just to warm up a little bit. But everything else will be listed in the info bar below for your reference. I'm going to go about my day right now. It is 10:02 a.m. and I'll come back at the end of the day, just let you know how the foundation wore. If it got greasy, I have combination to oily skin. I didn't apply a primer, although I did set my foundation with a powder because I always do. I want my foundation and my makeup to just stay put. I didn't apply a spray either. I'm just going to see what the foundation does, as it says that it controls a little bit of shine and stuff like that. I will insert also some pictures, as I mentioned before, with flash and without flash, so you guys can see if there's any flashback. But that's basically it for now. I see you guys in a little while. Hey guys, so I'm back with my first check-in. It's 13:06 right now, so it's been about 3 to 3.5 hours since I first applied the foundation. And looking at myself in the mirror, I find that the only place where I'm starting to look a little bit shiny is my forehead. It feels just a little bit sticky over here, and I think it's because it's looking a little bit shiny. But the rest of my face doesn't look shiny at all. I didn't apply highlighter. This is just a blush that has kind of like an iridescent finish. And I'm looking okay. I don't know. It doesn't feel oily at all. It's still in the same place. I really like how this foundation looks, to be honest with you guys. And I went shopping with my daughter a little bit. We went grocery shopping, and in the sunlight, it doesn't look like it's all that dark, although I can still see the difference. It's looking okay. It's holding up really, really well. What I'm going to do now is go out again. I'm looking for a uniform, school uniform for my daughter. She's starting school on Monday, on the 5th, so I'm really excited for that. So next time you guys see me will be my last check-in, so I'll see you guys in a short while. Hey guys, so I'm back with my last update, and it is now nearly 5 p.m. and I've been wearing this foundation for about 7 hours and a half. I applied it at 9:30 in the morning, so it's been a long day. I've been out and about. It's quite warm. It's about 24 degrees at the moment, and it's quite warm outside. I've been in and out of stores and stuff like that. So by looking at myself in my computer, and I have a mirror here which I'm going to have a closer look at my foundation, I am looking quite shiny at the moment. So I have a piece of tissue and I'm going to see if it's transfer proof or if it looks better after I blot a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do right now. It doesn't transfer all that much. And it looks pretty good after blotting. Like, I was looking really shiny, but the foundation is barely transferring. And I have my blush, couldn't remember the word, and it just transferred a little bit, really not that much. The foundation still looks pretty good. I have a little bit of redness around my nose, but for a foundation that stayed on my skin for 7 hours and a half and having more combination to oily skin right now, this has done a really, really good job. Now, the only thing I've done throughout the day was retouch my lip color. So I changed my lipstick. I'm wearing something completely different. But I didn't even retouch my concealer. My concealer is still here. This was good. I'm really, really surprised. And to be honest with you guys, although this foundation shade is a lot darker, looking at myself outside and in stores, it just looked like I have a tan, but my makeup still looked very nice. So I think this foundation gets a thumbs up for me. I just wish that Rimmel would add more shades to the line. And also, I need to speak to you guys about the packaging, which I have right here. I don't like the packaging at all. It looks really cute, but this foundation is very, very messy. By the time that I finished applying my foundation, I had foundation on my screen, on my computer, and I also had my tank top, which is a different one. It's not this one anymore. It was full of foundation on it. So this is a little bit messy. You need to be very careful when you're applying. If you're wearing lighter clothes or any clothes for that matter, it can stain your clothes, and foundation is very, very difficult to remove. So when it comes to the packaging, I don't like it, but I love that the longevity of this foundation is really, really good for somebody who has combination to oily skin and lasted 7 hours and a half, which is how long I stay usually at work, for about 8 hours. So this has lasted, and for £5.99, I think this is definitely worth the price. Very, very affordable for those of you who are on a budget, who don't want to spend a lot of money on cosmetics, and for those of you who are students. So that's basically it. I'm done with this review and demo. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I'll speak to you guys on my next one. Bye.